Okay, so Natalia asked on YouTube, what are the best hidden gems in New Zealand? So maybe I'll start off first with obviously there's so many, it's like, yeah, quite hard to think of one off the top of your head, but one really awesome hidden gem that does stand out in my mind is a place called Moriri Hot Springs, which is in the very northern end of the Hawke's Bay region on the North Island. And there's loads of different natural hot springs around New Zealand, but this one stands out to me because it's sort of situated in a Nikau palm forest, which are these like native palm trees that you find in the North Island of New Zealand. And yeah, these are really awesome hot springs that it's super quiet there. There's not that many people that know about it, and you have to do a little bit of a bushwalk to get to these hot springs. And yeah, it was just like such an amazing place to go and just relax and wind. That the natural mineral hot pool water soak your body. Yeah, that's just a really cool. That really felt like a hidden gem. That whole place as well. Like Moriri itself is a very tiny town. Like there's only maybe about 3 or 4 houses there and these hot springs. So there's bushwalks there. There's also a river with eels in, and if you go to the local cafe, you can ask for some bread and they'll throw it into the river so you can feed the eels, for instance.
If the eels come.
Yeah, so we'll actually link that in the description below, the video of when we actually went to visit the Moriri Hot Springs as part of our New Zealand's Biggest Gap Year, where if you don't know already, we did 365 days around New Zealand doing 365 activities. And one day doing one of those activities was the Moriri Hot Springs. And yeah, on the evening of that day, Robin had a bit of a tantrum because he was trying to feed some eels and only one came.
Yeah, that was so sad. They were literally telling me, oh, there's so many ears, and I just started tossing bread, and there was just one that came, so very upsetting. So I'm gonna take one as well for those hidden gems. Let's be honest, there is really a lot of hidden gems in New Zealand. Laura already said that, but I feel like what we're gonna do is that every time someone is gonna ask us about hidden gem, we're gonna pick a different one. So the one I'm going to pick today is going to be the Clifton Cave. If I'm correct, it's in the Southland region, right? And it is just below Lumsden, right? The town of Lumsden?
Yeah, so it's near the town of Tuatapere.
Yeah. All right, so it's below Lumsden, near the town of Tuatapere. Now, this cave network was just something we had no idea about. We actually learned from it from a local eyesight, and they said, oh, there is some caves here. And Laura and I said, you know what, let's go there. And the drive there was absolutely beautiful, obviously. And as soon as we arrived, there was basically a massive cave network that you get to explore just by yourself. It's pretty scary because there is literally just those little reflective kind of arrows around that you just shine around. And when you see something shiny, basically you walk toward there, and that's pretty much it. Within the cave, we did meet some people with colanders on their head to make sure they don't hurt their head, which was absolutely hilarious. I mean, you guys got to see the video. Like, the same thing, link in the description below, we're gonna put it. Such a hilarious video. And we also met a girl, if I'm correct, her name was Penny, was she?
Yeah.
I think we met a girl called Penny, and Penny was a little bit scared because she was going through the cave herself. She was scared of flash flooding, and she actually did turn back because there was an area where there was some really deep water. We told her, listen, Penny, you're by yourself. We keep going together, so like that you go through the whole cave. You know, it's kind of an achievement. It's really fun. So we did go through the whole thing with her. We had to climb through some walls, and we had to kind of avoid water. We had to take off our shoes, toss them around. I mean, it was a real adventure. It was really fun. And then she kind of left halfway because obviously we always film and take so many pictures. And when we actually arrived at the camper van, she left us a pack of like foosball or something, like some food, and a little note saying thank you so much for helping me going through the caves and everything. It was a lot of fun. So that was just really cool. I really loved the exploration. I love that it was just, you know, you just left to your own devices, right? It's kind of like go and just go have fun. Obviously, make sure that if you go there is no rain forecast whatsoever because the caves are prone to flash flooding, and you don't want to be stranded down there if it's flash flooding. But it's really fun. So yeah, so that's basically our 2 hidden gems for today, because there is much more hidden gems in New Zealand, and maybe next time we'll go
if
over
you ask that question again, we'll probably end up changing it. But
exactly, and remember, we put plenty of links in the description below. We're going to be putting the 2 videos of those 2 adventures that we talk about, as well as some links of our listicles of what do we think are the best hidden gems around the country.
Yeah.